I got so terrified of what I just saw. But if you guys don't know who I am, let me just tell you. My name is Brian Scotsman, and I'm a really huge fan of Yo Gabba Gabba. But when I saw this, I was really shocked and terrified. So let me tell you how this all started. I was at the shops looking for some DVDs I would like, but then I found something. It was a THX DVD. It was called THX, Tex and DJ Lance. The cover includes Muno, Foofa, Brobee, Toodee, and Plex at the front. Behind them was DJ Lance, but he was supposedly possessed, and Tex next to the THX logo. I was getting really confused, and I searched up THX Yo Gabba Gabba, but all I found is nothing. Anyways, I went to the cashier, and he said I'll get it for free. So I accepted it, and I walked out. When I got home, I put in the disc into the DVD player. It then took me to the menu. On the menu, it shows Muno, Foofa, Brobee, Toodee, and Plex in a black background. The options were play, visit THX.com, and DVD credits. This is a really nice DVD menu, I said. And then I clicked on play, and it started. But it then showed a warning. Warning, this video may contain some blood, gore, and violence. If you're sensitive by these, please do not watch them at your own risk. Oh dear, I said. But I continued watching, and then showed the THX logo. At that moment, Muno, Foofa, Brobee, Toodee, and Plex walked in. Brobee then looked at the logo and said,
Plex, why did you bring us here?
He said. At that moment, Plex said, well, Brobee, the reason why I bring all of you here because of this crazy robot that was killing everyone. Then Muno says, damn, that's really messed up. That Muno said. That as Muno continued his sentence, but don't worry, guys. I promise everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna find the exit and... Before Muno would finish his sentence, it got interrupted by a fake chuckle. Foofa got really scared as she hugged Muno as she starts to whimper. And Muno then said, don't worry, Foofa. I promise everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks, Muno,
Foofa says. And then they heard a jetpack noise. As Brobee says,
who's there?
Brobee said. At that moment, Tex dropped it to the ground. As then, Plex then said, Tex, he said. And then Muno and Plex then walked up to him to confront him. Muno said, you little idiot! I can't believe you murdered a couple of people because of the stupid logo! Like, seriously, that's like no way just to kill someone! I agree with what Muno said, Plex then said. We're gonna tell the police about this, and we're going to arrest you about it. And then Tex then said,
don't make me laugh.
And then Muno then runs up to Tex and tries to punch him, but out of nowhere, DJ Lance stops him and throws Muno across the room. The fourth of the Gabbas gasped of what DJ Lance did. And then Tex grabbed an axe out of nowhere and walked up to Muno. As Muno says, wait, what are you doing? He said fearfully. As Tex then says,
Goodbye, red boy.
And then Tex starts to beat up Muno with his axe. Muno screamed in pain as like the actor of him was really in actual pain. Plex, Toodee, Foofa, and Brobee are stunned seeing his friend die. And then Tex did the last slash on Muno. Everyone gasped seeing Muno die, as blood was all over Tex and his axe.
Muno!
Foofa says as she runs up to him.
Foofa, no!
Brobee said. And this cut into the most heartbreaking scene in this trailer. Foofa goes up to Muno's body and starts crying on it. Plex and Toodee were really shocked seeing Foofa crying on Muno's body. Brobee then looked at Tex and DJ Lance just to confront them, as Brobee then says, "You monster!" Then DJ Lance then said this in a monstrous voice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brobee. Did I kill one of your friends? Oops, my bad.
Then Brobee then said,
Grr, you're gonna pay!
he said angrily. But then DJ Lance then grabbed the flamethrower out of nowhere and Brobee got shocked. And then DJ Lance starts to burn Brobee's face with it as he screamed in pain. Like the actor of Brobee was in actual pain. After when DJ Lance burned at Brobee, Tex and DJ Lance both laughed evilly as Brobee screamed in pain more. After when Brobee's face was burned, he fell onto the floor. Smoke was coming out of him as Brobee suddenly dies. And then DJ Lance grabs a machete out of nowhere and walks up to Foofa, who was still crying on Muno's body. And then DJ Lance grabbed Foofa by her neck, as DJ Lance then said this in a monstrous voice.
Goodbye, Foofa. It was fun knowing ya.
Then DJ Lance then stabs the machete in Foofa's chest as she screamed in pain as Foofa falls onto the floor, dying. Her eyes suddenly closed as she then died. Then Plex and Toodee were the only ones left as they get scared, as Toodee then said,
Plex, I think we have one thing to do.
"What is it, Toodee?" Plex says.
Run for our lives!
As then Toodee then runs off, as Plex then said, "Oh, good point." Then Plex and Toodee starts to run for their lives as DJ Lance starts to chase them as Tex uses his jetpack. And then DJ Lance then throws the machete and it went into Plex's leg as Plex then falls onto the floor. As Toodee says,
Plex!
she cried. Plex then says his last words to Toodee. "Toodee, please, go on without me. Save yourself!" And then DJ Lance then walks up to Plex with a hammer as Toodee then runs off. At that moment, DJ Lance starts to beat up Plex with the hammer as he then screams in pain. Static starts to happen on Plex as he suddenly dies as oil was leaking out of him. Now Toodee was the only survivor that had to survive next. Toodee then hid in a box. I don't know how she got in there, but she gasped for air as then Tex and DJ Lance intruded in.
Oh, Toodee.
DJ Lance says,
Come out, wherever you are.
Tex said. Toodee then started to sweat, not trying to scream or anything. Toodee then hears some chainsaw noises coming from the box. And then Tex and DJ Lance went into the box that he cut it in. As Tex then says,
Ha! We found you!
and then faded up to black. The only thing I can hear is Toodee screaming and chainsaw noises and slices from the machete. And then showed the THX logo with DJ Lance and Tex, who were all covered in blood. And then Tex then said this.
Why, hello there, yo Gabba Gabba fans. I have killed all of your favorite characters. And yes, I did possess DJ Lance. Now if you excuse us, we got some busy stuff to do. Bye-bye, you all.
Tex and DJ Lance then walks off, as the DVD finally came to an end. What I saw was completely terrifying. Toodee was one of my favorite characters, alongside with Brobee, and the Gabba crew literally got murdered by Tex and DJ Lance. I showed the footage to my mom, and she believed me, and my mom told the workers about the DVD that I got from the store. But guys, here's the lesson for today. If you guys see a creepy DVD, Do not watch it at your own risk, or else you will get nightmares like I did.